Headline, well, the Election Commission is set to announce the dates for the Lok Sabha elections on Saturday at 3 p.m. This is what the Election Commission has informed in a social media post. And remember, this is crucial because this comes just 24 hours after two new election commissioners took charge. So all eyes on the Election Commission, which will also be announcing dates for 4 assembly polls that will be held simultaneously. It will be interesting to see as to how many phases this crucial Lok Sabha election is held in. And just a day ahead of the Lok Sabha poll dates announcement, the Prime Minister has been in the South in an extensive tour where he hit out at the India bloc and the DMK, particularly in Tamil Nadu. In Kerala, he said that not even church priests are safe. But this is also, there was a huge row over the Prime Minister's roadshow. Earlier, the Tamil Nadu police denied permission. Later, the Madras High Court directed the police to grant permission.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi's roadshow in Telangana's Malkajgiri in what would be his first election campaign activity in Telugu states in the run-up to the parliament elections. 10 days ago, he had addressed official events and public meetings in Adilabad and Sangareddy. BJP candidates from Malkajgiri, Etala Rajendra and Secunderabad Kishan Reddy on the Prime Minister's convoy that covered 1.3 kilometers with big crowds on either side of the narrow roads.
The BJP vote share in the assembly elections went up from 7% in 2018 to 14% in 2023. The number of parliament seats that they won in 2019 was 3, and they are hoping that this time it will be more than 12 seats. So, if the country slogan for the BJP is Ab Ki Baar 400 Par, in Telangana it's going to be Ab Ki Baar 12 Par.
On his 5th visit to Tamil Nadu this year, Prime Minister Modi intensified his attack on the ruling DMK and the India alliance on corruption, pitching himself as an icon of development.
हमारे नाम पर डिजिटल इंडिया स्कीम है, इंडी अलायंस के नाम पर लाखों करोड़ रुपए का 2G का स्कैम है। बीजेपी ने बड़ी संख्या में एयरपोर्ट बनाए, इंडी अलायंस के नाम देश की सुरक्षा के साथ खिलवाड़ करने वाले हेलीकॉप्टर स्कैम है। हमारी खेलो इंडिया, लेकिन उनके नाम पर CWG स्कैम का दाग है।
With a negligible presence in Tamil Nadu, the BJP is still grappling without a major ally after AIADMK's exit. On a weak wicket, the party is wooing smaller parties like the PMK and late actor Vijaykanth's DMDK. But the big question, would Prime Minister Modi's frequent visits and state BJP chief Annamalai's Padayatra alone work magic for the Saffron party at the Dravidian heartland?
With its formidable alliance intact and keen on repeating its 2019 clean sweep, the ruling DMK targets Modi on attacking federalism and snatching states' rights. It says the Prime Minister neither visited the state during devastation by floods nor released special packages for relief.
When you have elections in a month, have you seen the Prime Minister's face here in Tamil Nadu? Otherwise, we haven't seen him. We didn't see him when we needed him, especially during the floods. Shouldn't he have come then? What's he doing here now?
With camera person Nagaraju and Uma Sudhir in Hyderabad, Sam Daniel and camera person Suresh in Kanyakumari, NDTV Bureau Report.
Moving now, the Supreme Court has come down hard on the State Bank of India for not sharing complete data on electoral bonds. And this, as the Supreme Court said, that complete data, including unique bond numbers, must also be published to correlate between corporate donors and political parties. In other news, the UP Police's Special Task Force has cracked the constable recruitment exam paper leak case and identified the source of the leak. 3 men have been arrested in the case. So there's a big breakthrough, and Tanish Punjabi is now joining us live. He had broken the story and the inside story of this big UP paper leak. So Tanish, you have the inside story that you broke first, and it's no less than a movie script. How these men got together and this scam or this paper leak has has been 2 years in the making.
Yes, of course. The culprits, the main masterminds of this, Ravi Atri, Abhishek Shukla, and the third mastermind, Rajiv Narayan. All of them first connected in 2022. So out of the three mastermind, Abhishek Shukla has been arrested. Abhishek Shukla was an ex-employee of the transportation company that was supposed to transfer the papers from Ahmedabad to Uttar Pradesh. Abhishek Shukla was an ex-employee, so he got in touch with two of the current employees who have been arrested by the special task force. He got in touch with them, offered them some money. He said that they will get around 5 lakhs when they will get the papers out, and around 15 to 20 lakhs. But it's just like a movie script. A special expert to break the sealed box was called in from Patna. He broke the seal box from the box from the back, since it was sealed from the front, and then he kept it as if nothing, no damage was done. So a special person, his name is Dr. Shubham Mandal. He was called in from Patna, and it happened on three different days. 5th of February, when the paper of two codes was taken out. They tried again to get another all other codes out on 7th of February, but they were unsuccessful that day because there was some activity going on in the area, and then they finally managed to get the paper of third code out on 8th of February. This was the whole sinister plot that actually that took place to get the UP constable paper out. Now, out of three main accused, Abhishek Shukla has been arrested. Ravi Atri and Rajiv Narayan Mishra are still on the run. Ravi Atri and Rajiv Narayan Mishra both have been previously involved in other paper leaks as well.
Right.
So of course, now the next target of the UPSTF, they have told us, that is to arrest them and also get to the people who actually procured these papers.
Yes.
This is the next task of the UPSTF.
Right, Rathanesh, thanks so much for joining us with all those details. Fascinating there how it was meticulously planned, and finally the modus operandi has been cracked by the UPSTF. Thanks for that. But moving now to the other headline, well, former Karnataka Chief Minister and BJP leader B.S. Yediyurappa has been charged under the POCSO, or the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act. The police charged the senior BJP leader based on a complaint by the mother of a 17-year-old girl. Take a look.
On the eve of the announcement of poll days, BJP's most powerful face in Karnataka, veteran leader B.S. Yediyurappa, is caught in the midst of a controversy. A case under the stringent POCSO Act has been registered against him at Bengaluru's Sadashiv Nagar police station. According to the FIR, the mother of a 17-year-old girl has complained that her daughter was molested by the former chief minister on February 2nd. The complainant claimed that she met the BJP leader several times seeking help in over 50 cheating cases she had filed. She has filed these cheating cases at various police stations against senior bureaucrats and police officers. Yediyurappa says the allegations are baseless and all he did was to help the woman.
Now the investigation is on. Until and unless we know what exactly the truth, we cannot reveal anything, So the case has been registered, that much I can tell you. This is a very sensitive thing because involves a former chief minister.
ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಈಗ FIR ಏನೋ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನು ಕಾನೂನಂತೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು ಎದುರಿಸೋಣ, ಅದು ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಆದರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಉಪಕಾರ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೋದು ಈ ಥರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕಳಿಸ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು. ಇಷ್ಟಾದರೂ ಸಹ ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಒಂದು ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇರಲಿ, ನೋಡೋಣ, ಎದುರಿಸೋಣ.
While the case has been handed over to the CID, this comes as a stumbling block to the BJP's senior leader B.S. Yediyurappa just when the poll season begins. With camera person Govind, Pratibha Raman in Bengaluru for NDTV.
With that, we'll take a short break. News continues on the other side. Welcome back. Now, a special ground report. Well, as summer approaches, Rajasthan is faced with an acute water crisis. 90% of the state is dependent on groundwater for drinking, and irrigation and the groundwater table in Rajasthan is falling alarmingly. Take a look.
"60 kilometers ahead of Sachor in South Rajasthan, people forced to dig in the ground for potable water. The 10-foot pit begins to fill with water, and women quickly rush with their pots and pans. The water will remain potable for 2 days and then turn saline. Till then, it's a rush to fill as much water as possible.
देख रहे हो पानी के हालत देखो, पानी खारा है, पानी खारा हो जाता है, पानी दूसरे जगह से बेड़िए से वगैरह से लाता हूँ तो 1500 रुपया एक टंकर का लाता हूँ।
2008 से करके अभी कभी हमारी ये 15-35 साल की उम्र है, कभी हमारे को पानी नसीब नहीं हुआ।
One dozen villages in Chitalwana Tehsil of Sachor are faced with a severe drinking water crisis. The Narmada Canal came to this region in 2008. It supplies drinking water to 500 villages in the area and to Jalore and Sachor. But this backward tehsil, consisting mainly of daily wage workers, has been overlooked. The water table is saline. The only way to get sweet water to drink is to dig pits like this. After 2 days, this water also slowly turns saline, and the village people will have to dig fresh pits to meet their drinking water needs. Churu in northwest Rajasthan. Under the Jal Jeevan mission, Rajsa village was given drinking water connection and taps. But most of these taps remain dry. And village people say they are forced to buy water tankers to meet their daily needs.
नल लग गए लेकिन नलों में लाइन फोल पानी में आवे को नहीं ए फुटरा पकाई टुंटी लगा रखी हम की आंग में 30 मरता मर लाग जा।
In Bharatpur's Bayana in East Rajasthan, this village of Patparipura has no source of drinking water. There is only one well in the village, and here too the water is undrinkable. People are forced to walk 3 kilometers to the Uttar Pradesh border to fetch water from a neighboring village.
ये है कि मतलब दीवार लोगों ने मतलब दीवार ठाड़ी कर दी है खेत में, से उनको चढ़ चढ़ के पानी लेने जाना पड़ता है। कभी पैर भी टूट जाते हैं, करंट के तार लगा दिए हैं, एक आध बार जैसे लग जाना तो उसमें झटका खा के गिर भी जाते हैं, टूट जाते हैं हाथ पैर।
It's a similar story across the state of Rajasthan, where 70% of the groundwater is in the dark zone. And as the summer approaches, a very real crisis looms over the state. NDTV Bureau Report.
So year after year, similar scenes in Rajasthan. But moving now to the big international headline. Well, amidst the war with Ukraine, Russia goes to the polls, with Vladimir Putin's re-election to the post of president being seen to be a formality. Mr. Putin has no major opponents. His fiercest critic, Alexei Navalny, recently died after taking a walk while feeling unwell in a prison in western Siberia. Take a look.
Дорогие друзья, сегодня у нас и только сейчас.
Despite a simmering war with Ukraine, Russia and Crimea are voting in an election that may put Vladimir Putin in power for a 5th term. The 3-day presidential election could extend Putin's term as president until at least 2030, making him Russia's longest-serving ruler since Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin. Meanwhile, Putin's dominance in the country has ensured a lack of any credible opponents. Moscow's most prominent anti-Putin voice, Alexei Navalny, died in jail last month. His wife, Yulia Navalnaya, has called on Russians to join the nationwide protest on election day.
Впереди голосование на выборах президента. Да, они полная фикция и фальшивка. Путин нарисует себе любой результат, который ему по душе. Хоть 80, хоть 180%.
Polling has begun even in 4 regions recently annexed by Russia, even though they are still in Ukraine's control. With Ukraine denouncing the exercise as an illegitimate effort by Moscow to tighten control over its neighbor. While polling will end on Sunday, many in Russia have already prepared for another 6 years of Putin's rule.
Russia is also suspicious about the NATO deployment in countries like Finland, Latvia and Estonia. We will keep you updating about the ongoing Russian election from Moscow and the heightened tension between Russia and Ukraine and its Western allies. So keep watching NDTV. Umashankar Singh from Moscow for NDTV.
And finally, in an effort to raise awareness and enable people with disabilities, the Cricket Association for the Blind in India and Hyundai organized a 5-match series between India and Sri Lanka. India won the series 5-0, but cricket was the ultimate winner.
The field, the players, the passion and the love for the beautiful sport that is cricket. It was the coming together of 5-time world champions India and Sri Lanka. This in an effort to raise awareness and enable people with disabilities.
See, we need more support from corporates, like how Hyundai, they came forward through Samarth, they're supporting like any. But comes to blind cricket, they are seeing only blind name, they are not seeing our game. They should come, they should watch, then only they should judge.
Correct.
Before seeing our game, our talent, our efforts and commitment in our game.
The series was an attempt to boost the holistic growth of India, which aspires to build a more inclusive society for people with disabilities. But the big question is, why cricket?
It is absolutely not just about cricket. It is also not just about sport. It is about creating a momentum to increase inclusivity in all forms that affect the disabled in India.
As much as this is a success story and upliftment for blind cricket in India, the indifference about providing financial help to blind cricketers in India by the world's richest cricket board BCCI still remains a worry.
It has been a long-time desire of all of us blind cricket family that someday soon Cricket Association for the Blind in India and Blind Cricket of India gets patronized, recognized and supported by BCCI. So someone like that supporting blind cricket definitely will mean a lot, and that day will be a big life-changing opportunity for blind cricket.
The success of these blind cricketers translates into all aspects of life, giving them the hope to have a productive life that is full of pride. With camera person Ashok Mahale, Osama Shah for NDTV.